How's it going, everybody? Coming to you today because I wanted to talk about my dirt cheap Black Friday 1911 I picked up. What I got is the SDS Imports 1911 A1 copy from Tisas. And it is made in gobble gobble. That's right, Turkey. Let me bring you down to the tailgate. We'll open up the box. We'll have a close look at everything, and then we will discuss it and shoot it. It comes with a pretty decent case. It is lockable. It's not something I'd actually travel with. I mean, you could use it to keep your small kids out of it, but that's about it. But it is a decent padded hard case. It works great for taking it to and from the range and keeping it safe while you're at home. Inside, when you open it up, this is attached to the gun with a little strap. I removed it. It is a forged 1911 and 45 ACP forged frame and slide, Series 70 internals, uses standard 1911 magazines, and hardened before machine. It also states on the website that it has a hammer forged barrel. You get cleaning rod and brush. Up here you've got user's manual. It explains how to use the trigger lock, and then for additional parts, go to their website. 10% off your first order. So the gun itself, like I said, here's the little lock, chamber indicator. You get a little tool, 2 magazines. These are Checkmate mags. I've heard mixed reviews on these. And the gun itself, I'll show you, it is clear, nothing in it, no ammo, safe. The gun itself comes with like this OD, not really OD, it's kind of a greenish, grayish color Cerakote, which is meant to mimic the looks of parkerization, and it does a pretty good job of that. Not exactly perfect, but it's close. It also comes with the plastic grips, which would be period correct, the hammer, and lack of a extended beaver tail, once again period correct. No checkering. I mean, this is a copy of, like it says, U.S. model 1911 A1 U.S. Army. Obviously, the roll marks aren't correct, but that's it. Single safety. It's got a very good click to it. It feels good. Yeah. The Series 70 internals. It's a good looking gun for the price. And what was that price? I paid $296 for the gun with the 2 mags and everything you see here. Tisas, Knoxville, Tennessee. Should be made in Turkey, but Tisas, I believe, has a Knoxville, Tennessee location. Hammer goes down. Yeah, it is a bare bones copy of the 1911 A1. Let's back out and talk some more about it. Let me start off by saying I am not a 1911 expert by any stretch of the imagination. I am pretty layman when it comes to all the different variants and all the different types. I went with the 1911 A1 copy for 2 reasons. One, the price. $300 for a forged frame, forged slide, hammer forged barrel. That's a pretty good start for any sort of 1911, in my opinion. I also went with this because I was thinking about getting back into competitive shooting. I used to competitively shoot cowboy action under the SAS, which is Single Action Shooting Society. I was never great at it. I won a couple of ribbons, but that was it. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I thought about getting back into SAS and getting back into cowboy action shooting, but going into the branch of Wild Bunch. Now, the Wild Bunch branch is based off of the movie The Wild Bunch, in which you shoot a 1911, a lever action rifle of some variety, and a 1897 shotgun or a Model 12 shotgun. Because of that, I've kind of been buying and getting these types of guns together, so you're going to see some videos in the next few weeks that are covering slightly different guns than I normally cover on my channel. Long story long, I bought this because of the price and because of the fact I was thinking about getting back into Wild Bunch. Now, $300 gun, I didn't really care if it was super competitive or if I would have to make changes to it down the road. I was looking to get back into that type of shooting as cheap as possible. And Black Friday, Tisas, SDS imports, and you just could not go wrong, I don't think, for the price. The gun itself is a really good looking copy in my layman's terms and in my layman eye. It does have period correct plastic grips. The roll marks obviously aren't correct, but it does have period correct sights, hammer, and grip safety, arched spring, lanyard loop. All of that is correct. The coloring looks really good. It doesn't show up on camera, and the other videos I've seen for this gun never really show that color exactly right. That Cerakote does a really good job of looking like parkerization that would be old and aged like what a true A1 would have on it. The magazines. Comes with 2 Checkmate magazines. I've heard mixed reviews on these. I don't know. I'll give them a go. I also have 2 no-name magazines that I've had for forever. Don't even remember how long I've had them. They've just been in my gun safe. As a layman, it feels really good in the hand. It's a really good looking gun, and it seems really well made, especially at the price point. Let's load up the magazines. Let's see how this thing shoots and see if I change my opinion. But you know, right out of the box, I really like the thing. I think it looks good, feels good in the hand. It feels solid. All the controls feel right as well. So for shooting today, we're going to be using some of the HPR Hyper Clean ammo. This is 230 grain total metal jacket. We will shoot with the Checkmate mags. We will shoot with my 2 no-name blued mags. I have no idea what these are. Let's see how she shoots. Okay, so here we are at the 7-yard line. Going to do first shots with the SDS imported Tisas 1911 A1. First shots, we're going to aim at the top 7 and see kind of where it prints, see how well I shoot it, and going to be using the factory mags to start with, the Checkmate marked mags. So without further ado, let's get our first shots. Mags seem to load good. Let me get my iPro on. And that seemed to go in good. And my target just fell. Okay, I got the target back up. First shots, the top 7. See how it does at 7 yards. Locked back, magazine dropped good. Ugh. Okay, there we go. Back on safe. I was having a hard time seeing the front sight. It's a little cloudy today, and with sunglasses, I was having a hard time seeing the front sight. So that's what we've got. I think I am pulling it a little bit, but I think I'm having a hard time seeing the sights. So I'm going to shoot the next 7 down here at the 8, and I'm not going to wear my safety glasses. So you guys don't do this at home. But that way, since it is kind of dark out, little overcast, maybe I can see a little bit better, because these are just the rudimentary sights. I mean, there's no paint, no nothing on them. That's your standard A2 sights, and they're just or A1 sights, sorry. Little hard for me to see on that black target. So the other factory checkmate mag went in, loaded good. I'm having a hard time pushing the safety up. It goes down good, but it just seems to catch a little bit going up. You can see, I don't know. Goes down fine with my thumb. Going up, I sometimes have a hard time making it go up. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's a little stiff. All right, aiming at the 8, which you can't see the target. There you go. Now you can see the target. Aiming at the top 8. 7 rounds, factory mag number 2. Okay, so I am definitely not used to these sights. I yanked that one bad. I yanked that last one. That was all me. Even without my safety glasses, fired a little bit faster. Still kind of pulling them. And then that was the last one. That was obviously me. I yanked it. I knew I did. Let's go down to the 9, and we will use the cheap aftermarket mags, or whatever mags it is I've got. I don't know, because they're not marked. And maybe I can shoot a little bit better. With the gun, I'm not actually getting slide bite, but I am getting a lot of pressure from that smaller slide safety. You know, it's not a big full beaver tail like what's on the newer 1911s. It is the old style. So I am getting a little bit of pressure on the web of my hand. This time, like I said, no name magazine. Safety went up fine that time. Okay, aiming at the top 9. Let's see if I can shoot a little bit better this time. Locked back. Mag dropped free. Did a little bit better that time, but I'm still pulling it. I mean, that's not bad. Tell you what, let's aim at this 8 here. We'll back it up a little bit further and see if I'm yanking it really far that way. We will go back to about 15 yards. Let's see, can you see it? Yeah, there you go. So we're back here at about 15 yards. We will use the other no-name magazine. It just says 45 ACP on it. We will aim at the 8 on my right-hand side, the left-hand side of the target. And we'll see if I'm yanking it real far or if it's just the sights are slightly off from my eyes. Yeah, we'll just see. Safety went up just fine. Seemed to feed fine. These A2 sights are hard to see. 45-year-old eyes and A2 sights are, or sorry, A1. 45-year-old eyes and A1 sights are getting kind of hard to see, especially on a black target. All right, let's see. 8 on the target's left-hand side, my right-hand side. Locked back, mag dropped good. Let's see how we did. So far, I've been really happy with the gun. You know, this I'm not real happy with. I can usually, this I'm not real happy with. I can usually shoot a tighter group, but I'm not used to shooting 45. I'm not used to this gun. Not used to A1 sights. But I did hit one direct on, pulled it on each side, another close one, and then a couple of high and one low. So, not perfect, especially for me. I can usually do better, but not too bad. Loaded up one more factory mag. Aim at the 8 on the opposite side of the target. And let's see if I can do a little bit better. The gun, I think, could be more accurate in someone's hands that are used to 1911s, someone's hands that are used to these sights. I know I can usually shoot better groups at 15 yards than that. I think part of it is I'm not used to a 1911. I'm not used to these sights. I'm not used to a 45. I think I'm flinching a little bit more than normal. Like I said, I believe this is all me, not the gun. So we're gonna try the 8 on the opposite side of the target. Magazine, good. Everything seems to be working good. All right, let's see if I can redeem myself just a little bit. No, I did not redeem myself. I just yanked it all the way over on top of the 7. All right, let's try this again. Directly over the 7 again. Okay, there we go. That's closer to where it needs to be. Little high. Locked back and drop free, drop slide, safety on. I am yanking these. The 45 is different than I'm used to. 1, 2, 3, 4, just slightly high. 5, 6, and 7. I yanked those. So it is definitely me, not the gun. I believe the gun is way more accurate than I am at this time. Let's come back to the truck and we'll have our final thoughts on it. Okay, let's go ahead and show the gun's clear. I've got no magazine, nothing in the chamber. Gun's safe to handle. Go ahead and lower the hammer. There we go. So, totally safe gun. First thoughts. The A1 sights are a bit trickier than I remember since the last time I had a 1911. And that has a lot to do with the fact that I'm 45 and my eyes are not what they used to be. The thumb safety, sometimes it's really freaking hard to try to get to go up. Like I had, couldn't just use my thumb and go up. I'd have to kind of break it to make it go up. Not every time though, so it was really weird. I don't know, probably just a break-in period for the gun being brand new. But like right there was one I just super tough for some reason. Maybe I need to knock out a couple hundred repetitions with it. Yeah. Other than that, other than the sights and my old eyes and the grip, or not the grip safety, but the thumb safety sometimes being hard to actuate. And I did not get any slide bite, no hammer bite, but I did feel that recoil of the 45 into the web in my hand. And that's just me being a wuss because I haven't shot 45 in so long. I've only shot 9mm and smaller for, I don't even know how long, years. So the accuracy of the gun, I 100% take all responsibility for the accuracy. A, my eyes. B, flinching because of the 45. The 45 doesn't even have that bad of a recoil. It's just I'm not used to it. And because of the fact that I'm not used to it, I know I'm yanking on it. I'm, and that's me. That's 100% me. The gun feels good in the hand. I am impressed for a $300 gun. I mean, I really am. I got to get better. The sights are hard to see. I mean, try to get that in there for you. The rear sight is pretty small, and that front sight's very small as well. And then when you try to line those up, let's see, kind of like that right there. And doing that on the black target, it was kind of hard. Like I said, accuracy, 100% me. I take full responsibility for that. Being a wuss and flinching on the 45 because I'm not used to it. And the sights. All in all, I'm really happy with it. I believe that with a little bit of practice, I could become very proficient with this. And I think that this would be a great entry-level gun for someone who's wanting to get into the wild bunch shooting. If that's something that you're looking at, I think it would be great for that, especially if you could pick it up like I did. Sub $300. With shipping, it was a hair under $330. So, 2 magazines, a nice looking, competent gun. It needs more rounds through it, obviously. I need more time with it, obviously. First impressions, though, I'm really happy with it. I can't necessarily fully recommend it. I wouldn't recommend this for protecting your life right now. If you want to get into wild bunch, or you want just this to have this style of gun, a fun gun, something that you can train with and play with and learn and then eventually trust, yes, Would I trust this right now to save my life? No. This is not an everyday carry for me. This is not, I'm gonna bet my life on it right now. This is just first shots, first thoughts. And first shots, first thoughts, 300 bucks, hard to beat. Very happy with it. Very happy with it to do my first shots, first thoughts. If you can find one and you don't need it to be your only gun, you don't need it to be, you know, to trust your life to until you can put 1,000 rounds or 2,000 rounds through it, you're definitely going to spend more on ammo than you're going to spend on the gun. Very happy with it. SDS imports, the Turkish made Tisas, however you say, Tisas. Yeah, super pleased with it. It's going to do what I need it to do, I think. More rounds, we'll see. We'll do a follow-up later. But to begin with, I'm happy with it. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. I'm also on Patreon. If you want to throw me a couple of bucks there, I would greatly appreciate it. It would help buy ammo. It helps buy guns. It helps keep the channel going. Thank you guys for watching. Give it a try. Just don't make this be your only self-defense option until you can test it fully. I'm not giving it a self-defense rating yet. I'm giving it a it will work for playing games rating. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.